Den Spieler, den wir jetzt hier ankündigen dürfen, der schreibt heute so ein klein wenig Geschichte. Er ist der allererste Ungar, der es in das Hauptfeld eines European Tour Events geschafft hat. Hat sich durch die Qualifikation gekämpft, hat noch keine Ranglistenposition bei der PDC, aber vielleicht wird sich das ja nach diesem Wochenende ändern. Herzlich willkommen, Jonas Vegso. Yeah.
Let's go. You know what's on your mind? We come for you, have a good time. Me want you slide. Me want you shake you behind.
Jonas Vegso tritt gegen einen jungen Mann aus Deutschland an. 20 Jahre ist er alt. Er hat vor 2-3 Jahren hier oben noch auf der Bühne gestanden und hat geschrieben, war also Schreiber bei der PDC. Das hat sich inzwischen geändert. Ein hoffnungsvolles Talent, das hier in Deutschland hoffentlich bald für große Schlagzeilen sorgen wird. Er steht zum wiederholten Male im Hauptfeld und er will jetzt in die zweite Runde kommen. Die Rede ist von Martin The Wall Schindler. Und der Caller dieser dritten Partie an diesem Freitagnachmittag ist The Voice himself, Russ Bray.
Yeah, all right, Elmar, I was talking there. Yeah, it's our first chance to see one of the host nation qualifiers here in Mulheim for the Happy Bet European Darts Trophy. And it's little Martin Schindler, eine kleine dart player, going by his new nickname of The Wall. I like this. The Wall. He's a man from a place called Strasbourg, Martin. He's only 20 years old. He used to go by the nickname Shindy. You know, I mean, that's from the old school football nickname rules, where you take your surname and just add E or O or whatever on the end. But The Wall, he's from near Berlin. He's the only real top German dart player to come from the old East Germany. And a bit of a reference to that. But he's taken on the first Hungarian ever to qualify for the European Tour, János Vegso. I'm Dan Dawson to talk you through it. And alongside me, a man who's made the final of this very tournament, the European Darts Trophy in the past, it's Paul Nicholson.
Yeah, it's a very intriguing game, this, for me, because whoever wins, it's going to be a new experience for both of them. Well, obviously for Vegso here, but Schindler has never won a game on the European Tour yet.
Game on!
And this is probably his best opportunity.
Well, quite possibly. I remember seeing him for the first time on the European Tour in Dusseldorf a couple of years back, played Raymond van Barneveld, and
43.
He was very impressive. He lost 6-3 in the end, but, you know, taking 3 legs off a 5-time world champion who looked at it that day. But I have to admit, I've not seen a great deal of János Vegso, but he's already got something to live up to because he's got MVG flights in his darts.
He beat me to it there, Dan. I saw it straight away. Thought, if you're going to set yourself a standard, it doesn't get much bigger than MVG. He's obviously a proud Hungarian, got Hungarian colours on his shirt. And in qualifying, let me just get this right, Dan.
Yeah, take a run at it. You've got all the time in the world.
He beat Jonas, go on.
Selachoglu,
there it is.
We go.
And notably after that, he took out Roby John Rodriguez, which is never an easy game. So obviously, this guy's got game.
Oof, very nearly a first maximum. These two duking it out for a place in the second round when the seeded players arrived. It's the number 11 seed Robert Thornton, the Grand Prix champion,
60.
who awaits the winner of this one. And you mentioned Martin Schindler hasn't won on the European Tour. He's made 3 this year. This is his 3rd. But he's 4 for 4
34.
in terms of first round exits at these over the course of his career. The first one was that appearance in Dusseldorf a couple of years back when he lost to Raymond van Barneveld. And although he played well there, you know, this year he's not played
46.
particularly well. He's had one particularly shocking performance, but he's only young. He's only 20 years old.
Are you trying to say he's got a bit of a wall to climb?
I could
61.
do. Had I chosen to use that, Vegso.
I think maybe it's a mental hurdle for Martin Schindler, the first round at the moment. He is qualifying for these events, but he's not getting over that hurdle.
Game shot.
Well, nothing wrong with that finish from János Vegso. A bit puzzled as to how he left the 41, but look, he took it out expertly, and that will do. Break of throw.
Could we be in for a surprise package like we were with Dragutin Horvat last week? I mean, We said beforehand we didn't know a great deal about him, and now we do.
Well, yeah, and Dragutin Horvat didn't come through the host nation qualifiers last night. He was beaten by Jihan Arturs, and it just goes to show that it's not a gimme if you're a half-decent dart player, you'll get through even the host nation qualifiers for these German events. You know, Jihan hasn't made it for a number of events now. First one for a long while for Jihan.
It's good to see that the home nation qualifiers are getting stronger, because sometimes we get unknown quantities and people that we don't know anything about. But now, more often than not, we are seeing players on a more regular basis, which says to me that people are getting confidence from these qualifiers, and those European qualifiers that aren't home nation are getting so tough.
Yeah, they are. And I'll tell you what, Janos Vegso's left 127 after 9 darts. That is not too shabby at all.
127.
Well, what I would describe his game as right now, it looks quite raw, but tell you what, there's something to it.
You have a look at this lad's back foot when he throws. We'll start next leg. We'll have a proper look. He's left himself 47 for a sub-15 dart leg here. Schindler's going to put some pressure on and does so. First 180 at this one, and it goes to the wall. But will it matter? He's put pressure on.
Game shot.
Pressure. 14 darter.
Janos Vegso, third leg. Martin through first.
Pretty handy. And this guy likes his doubles, and he likes his double 16.
Wow. Left it twice, hit it twice. Not bad at all. Now have a look at Janos's back leg here. It goes all over the place. Look at that lean.
Works for Suljevic.
It does. It's very Suljevic-esque.
58.
From the sort of waist down. He doesn't do any of the messing around, jiggling the dart around in his hand.
60.
I don't know. I'm going to do something this weekend. I talked in the previous game about counting the amount of headbutts, but that's a Peter Manley type kickback. That is.
I mean, that is. He must fall over on a regular basis when he's practicing. That is. I mean, it makes Mensah look like a statue.
60.
Schindler, as you can see, steady as a wall.
A small wall.
What's wall in German? Eine kleine Wall.
Probably.
125.
Steady as a rock. Only thing that moves is the arm. Very good action. Not really a lot that can go wrong with that. But Vegso here, there is movement. Interestingly enough, I think the amount of movement from the arm to the middle of the arm, there's not a lot of movement there, and that is the most important thing.
As long as the arm is straight and going in one direction, you can kind of get away with all kinds of other things that you do.
Everybody threw the same, it'd be a boring sport. We've got rocking all over the world with John Henderson. We've got Suljevic. We had Peter Manley who rocked a bit.
Require 82.
Now, chance for Schindler. 17 for tops to get his first leg on the board. Tops he wants. Oh, he's got next door into the double 5, and there's a chance now for Vegso.
There is, because he could leave double 16 again. It's not going to be double 16, and this time it's going to be tops. How good is he here?
63.
Oh, it's close.
Martin,
And you get the feeling he would have wanted to leave 16 the way he's hit it the last couple of legs. That Schindler has got double 15 here. Does he go straight at it, or is it 10 for double 10? Oh, well, okay. 2 for the Mensah. And why not? Why not? Martin Schindler gets the leg on the board.
Begs the question, doesn't it? Everybody sees Suljevic using 14s a bit more. Are we having some sort of Central European revolution on double 14?
Wow.
100.
Just won a tournament. Be a good man to copy in some respects. Others, not so much.
I think a lot of people in this area do look up to Suljevic.
I think
especially now.
Yeah. It was as Elmar Polka put it very early on last weekend, the greatest darts player to come from the German-speaking bit of the world, and I don't think you can argue with that.
41.
And there have been some great dart players from this region of the world. Andy Kruckel, Andre Velga, Thomas Saylor. But I think we are yet to see the real strength and depth of this region. It's only going to get better with this European tour now. And with the fact that Menso won last week, I think the reverberation of that we will feel over the next 2 years.
Well, we are seeing record crowds. I mean, it's going to be packed out here all the way through this weekend. And if you are getting thousands of people
58.
turning up to the events, watching on the telly, even travelling, the number of German fans that went to the World Championship at Christmas was absolutely unreal. Now, if Germany is falling in love with the game of darts, as they appear to be doing, then that is a huge, huge number of people that will be taking up the game, and you only need one to make it to the elite level to sort of carry the torch for the nation. As Schindler fires in a ton 40 to leave Shanghai. Vegso's left 135, starts on the ball. It looks a good lie if he can find the treble 20. He can't. Well, he didn't find the ball anyway.
I was just going to say, he's a good straight thrower, this guy, and he let me down by hitting that 18, but he might come back for that. And he will come back for it. 72. So let's see which way you like to go this way, Mr. Vegso. It's going to be 16 and tops. He's missed it once.
32.
He's missed it twice. So Schindler can get back in the game in a perfect fashion. Tops it is for him. Oh, that looks good.
20.
Oh.
She requires 40.
He'll be kicking himself because now Vegso can get that two-leg advantage again. Hasn't been down here yet. Oh, it looks like the dart was kicking to the left as well, which made it slightly awkward. Can he go over the top?
20.
No, he can't. So we're seeing a few frailties here, and Schindler can take advantage.
Yeah, tops he wants for two apiece for that break back, and there it is. And Martin Schindler has got back on level terms. Vegso has not missed double 16. He has not hit anything else, and that may well be a concern. Would that be something he takes into account when he gets to the back end of legs from now on? Because some darts players can be very stubborn. If they're not hitting a double, they'll just keep leaving it until they hit it. But unfortunately, you can lose a game in that spell.
Yes, you can. And I think if he's got something like 52, he will definitely go 20 for double 16 as opposed to 12 tops. And
there you see, 2 for 2 on the 16, 0 for 2 on 10s, 0 for 3 on double top.
Good darts from Schindler, who took out Olaf Topuschis in the first game of qualifying, followed by Pascal Herwig and Sascha Stein, who we know a little bit about.
Yeah, we've seen Sascha Stein a number of times at the World Championship, didn't we? Good player. So is this young man, and now that he's got a couple of legs on the board and he has wrestled that advantage back from his Hungarian opponent, can he kick on and go into the lead for the first time? Those Gary Anderson darts, Martin Schindler,
85.
phase 3 ones. He's going to get his own darts very soon. Now he's got his new nickname.
Are they going to be made out of concrete?
Well,
100.
I think they'll be very similar.
I, for one, love the nickname.
I think it's a great nickname.
Some nicknames, for me, just don't hit the mark, but the Wall, it's easy to say. Love the new shirt.
He's got a reason for it. Yeah, he's got a shirt. I like it.
93. Martin requires 76.
Well, Russ Brewer was building up that shot there. But Schindler to take the lead. All of a sudden, tops for the lead.
36.
Oh, it was straight, but the wrong way. A bit too much force on it. Now, this can leave double 16. Puzzles me why it doesn't go down for treble 15. Sorry, treble 17. Because it leaves that favourite of his. It's obviously a favourite because he hits it well.
31.
Well,
Martin requires
just 31. Can Schindler take this out? He can do, and it's a 16 darter, and Martin Schindler has gone into the lead for the first time. 2-0 down, 3-2 up against the first Hungarian ever to qualify for the European Tour. And bear in mind that we've seen the likes of cheeky Nandor Bezeg. He's tried a number of times to make it through, failed to do so. I'm told that there's a huge following on social media in Hungary for PDC darts. A number of players, obviously Nandor Bezeg, Patrick Kovacs, we saw him play alongside Bezeg at the World Cup of Darts. There's a guy called Paul Jacquelli, a name I know, who's a handy player.
Well, Nandor Bezeg actually tried to qualify for this event. He was taken out by the machine gun, Jermaine Watamina. So Bezeg, for me, has been the godfather of Hungarian darts for the last 7 or 8 years. Seems to
Dangerous
always be
player.
around. He is a very dangerous player, you're right,
41.
Dan. But the first person to make the stage is this guy.
Oh. Can he make it count? There is not very much in this game.
100.
Ton doesn't get Schindler down to a finish, so Vegso's got 6 darts from 138.
2 of those would have double 12.
58.
Well, that squares it up nicely. And I think this part of the game is very important for both players because at the start, you've got adrenaline going through your veins after the walk-on. Obviously, getting on stage.
100.
The end of the game, the adrenaline kicks in because you get nervous. This part of the game, you've got to really find some comfort. And Schindler has the experience.
60. Martin, you require
Vegso's got the lead
110.
at the moment in this leg. But Schindler, if he puts 3 darts together, which he may well do, is he going to take advantage?
70.
Few vital misses on tops that may cost him in the end.
Yeah, well, he's relying on Vegso missing, and he's not hitting anything but double 16. Oh, dear me. And Schindler, he's not been great at hitting tops with his first dart, but he's not been bad when he comes back to the board and has another go at it.
Let's
For a
see.
third leg running.
Yeah, let's see if he can make it 4-2. This one's a better height for him. And it's a better shot. And we're seeing a snarl from Schindler.
7th leg, Martin, a throw first.
He sniffs this opportunity as if to say, right, it's about time I got a win on the stage in Germany. Vegso's in trouble.
Yes, he is 4 legs on the spin for Martin Schindler. He's only 20 years old, the lad from Strasbourg.
60.
He doesn't do it anymore, but he used to work for PDC Europe, so he'd be stood on the door as one of the bouncers, basically, just making sure you can't go in an area you're supposed to. And if he qualified for the tournament, then great, he'd go and play in it, but otherwise he'd be stood on the door. He's not doing that anymore. He says, now is the time for me to be a proper dart player. I'm not here just to earn a few quid
100.
minding a door somewhere.
So have you just explained the nickname of the wall?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that played that big a role in it, although, as I say,
100.
any extra reason for a dart nickname? It's not like you've plucked it out of a random bin of nicknames.
I'll tell you what it is. We've all fallen over walls, little walls, that is. They can be just as dangerous as big
59.
walls.
Yeah, it's not a very big wall, is it? It's a sort of speed bump.
A sleeping
100.
policeman.
Yeah. Vegso, once again, has got down to a finish after 9 darts. And the scoring hasn't been that bad from Vegso. It's just the problem is he's been unable to hit any
100.
double apart from double 16. He's not left it since the
164.
end of the second leg. And he's got 6 darts from here, surely. Do what you can. How about?
115.
He had a smile on his face, which is good, as if to say, right, that was a bit of a flyer. But interesting. 49 left. He's going to be under pressure.
Oh, go
What's
on,
he
leave
gonna
double
do?
1, Martin. Yeah, leave double 1. Why not? Martin Schindler, maximum to leave double 1. The pressure on Vegso, and he's got left tops again. What are you doing, man? That's what you're doing. Finally, the Hungarian nails it.
8th leg,
well.
Jonas the throw first.
Interesting
Game
stuff.
on.
Great spirit this game is being played in. Great advertisement for the sport. I think Martin Schindler did exactly the right thing there. He tried to put him off his finish, but again,
59.
Vegso did the right thing, got involved, but then again he did his own thing, made him more relaxed, because on previous shots he was a bit under the pump.
140.
Well, I'm astounded that Vegso has taken out that A on double top. Why did he leave it after he'd missed it so many times? And B, after
90.
Schindler has managed to get the crowd going. It's a superb shot from Vegso, and it's opened this game right up again, because had he not done, then Schindler could have been 5-2 up. But that is another maximum, and the little man from Strasbourg is applying the pressure.
Yeah, he's starting to get better, isn't he? He's putting his foot on the pedal. You've got to think that experience has to tell sometime in your career. You get a few blockades, play a few matches on stage, you don't win any. But then finally, it has to click at some point if you've just got that belief in yourself. And it really is clicking in this leg.
Yeah, what a leg of darts this is from Martin Schindler, having just been broken by Vegso. And this is, again, there's a lot of pressure on Schindler here, because playing a guy who's never played on the Euro Tour, Schindler would think, well, I'm probably the favourite here. I've got the crowd, I've got some experience. Can he make it count? Still tops he wants. Oh, that's
16.
unlucky, but he will come back. Probably better to miss outside than inside.
I think that's what he was thinking when he threw that last start, because if you saw, it really did bash against the other one.
He ended up a bit closer than it might have done.
Well, this has got to be close. It's got to be in, otherwise Vegso can pounce. He's hit it once before, but not this time.
Yanis require 50.
Will it be 10? It is a 10. Is it tops? It's not. So Vegso has handed Schindler another chance to get 5-3 up, get a two-leg cushion, and give him a bit more breathing space to give himself the opportunity to win a game here in Germany on the stage. Oh. Double 7. Still an open bed.
Game
And it's in there.
Martin Schindler.
A little bit of relief, I think, in that celebration, as if to say that wasn't part of the plan. But sometimes plans go awry and you can't fix them.
Well, look, there was a pretty dreadful dart there, followed by a not very good one, and the last one was phenomenal, especially considering what had happened in that leg. He was on an 11 darter for 5-3, and he had to rely on Vegso missing, and he's missing on double top again. And, well, this game could have been won and lost on double top for Janos Vegso. Had he hit it a little bit more regularly, he might have been cruising, to be honest.
He definitely could have been. But what I'm seeing from both of these players is something very, very similar. They're comfortable on scoring. They've got a lovely rhythm, and they're finding that treble 20 with regularity, especially in the second half of this match.
99.
But there seems to be a difference in setup shots and, you know, doubles that they're leaving. There doesn't seem to be a game plan like there is with Wade. You know, there's always that leaving tops game plan, that leaving tens game plan. With these guys, I think they need to carve that out for themselves and make themselves feel more comfortable like they are on the trebles.
Well, I mean, it's 21% on doubles for Vegso, 27% for Schindler, and, well, he's got 6 darts from 1-2-1 because Vegso has left a bogey number. Now, what do you want to leave? Doesn't have to go 11s, which is what? Okay, treble 7 for tops.
81.
Well,
we're talking about James Wade. That's the way he would have gone.
yeah, and it makes sense. Didn't need to use the bullseye route. And he's going to come back with 3 darts in his hand, looking at double top for a 6-3 win. Martin Schindler, the 20-year-old from Strasbourg, for a first win on the Euro Tour. And there it is, a 13-darter to round it off. And the newly nicknamed The Wall is finally through to round 2 on the European Tour. And he's going to take on the Grand Prix champion Robert Thornton. Janos Vegso, the first Hungarian ever to play on the Euro Tour. Well, look, we've seen some good stuff from him there. It wasn't enough on his debut to record the win. We'll grab a few quick words with Martin Schindler before Josh Payne takes to the stage to take on the Spartan Cristo Reyes.
Martin, gratuliere. Es ist geschafft. Es war ja eine verrückte Situation. Eigentlich noch kein Match auf der European Tour gewonnen und trotzdem als Favorit in dieses Ding reingegangen. Auch bei den Buchmachern. Komisches Gefühl. Ich dachte in der Anfangsphase war gar nicht so einfach, das hinzubekommen.
Ja, so ein Start in die Partie ist immer schwer. Bin jetzt trotzdem froh, dass ich dieses Ding gewonnen habe. Ne? Also, mir fällt ein Stein vom Herzen, das, wie du sagst. Endlich mal European Tour Event in der ersten Runde bestanden. War schon ein komisches Gefühl, als Favorit in diese Partie zu gehen, aber ich glaube, es war nicht das erste Mal. In Venray damals gegen Richie Edhouse war ich auch der Favorit, aber habe da auch verloren. Aber zum Glück bin ich den Buchmachern diesmal gerecht geworden.
Du bist jemand, ja. Ich hatte im Vorfeld schon gesagt, Martin ist so allmählich einfach auch fällig. Du bist ja nicht zum ersten Mal hier, dass du die Qualifikation geschafft hattest. Spielt auch jetzt die Erfahrung eine Rolle, die Situation zu kennen und sich so ein bisschen an die Bühne gewöhnt zu haben?
Ja, auf jeden Fall. Was mir auch geholfen hat, ist, dass ich letztes Jahr in Mülheim die Quali geschafft habe und dieses Jahr wieder. Und dieses Jahr habe ich es besser gemacht und eine Runde weiter geschafft. Und scheint ein guter Ort zu sein, Mülheim. Ja.
Apropos guter Ort, ich glaube, morgen bist du dann nicht der Favorit. Gegner ist der Schotte Robert Thornton. Reingehen, genießen, Mund abputzen und weitermachen.
auf jeden Fall. Was bleibt mir anderes übrig?
Wir freuen uns drauf. Martin The Wall Schindler. Der erste von 5 deutschen Startern hier im Hauptfeld der Happy Bad European Darts Trophy. Und der erste zieht dann gleich in die zweite Runde ein. Hoffentlich geht das genau so weiter. Nochmal einen Applaus für den Mann aus Berlin, für Martin. Und jetzt gleich geht's weiter mit Josh Payne gegen den Mann aus Teneriffa, Cristo Reis.